Hey, what's up, folks? This is Kato Hammond of Team Out Go-Go, also known as Take Me Out to the Go-Go magazine. One thing about Team Out Go-Go that I really have to say is for the past almost 28 years now, we have always prided ourselves in documenting and archiving elements within the history of the go-go music culture. Our rep in doing that, it really speaks for itself. That's how long we've been doing it. That's how much content we've been gathering. Many of things that's been released, some things have never been released before for whatever reason. But the whole point of that is we understand the importance that in truth, the object is, if it hasn't been documented, it's almost as if it never happened. So we look at that and we take that into consideration, and that's why we realize every little thing that we can possibly come across our paths, we try to take note of, archive. In what way? Whether it be through music, whether it be through interviews, whether it just be through video footage. So in our mission, whether it's been through the hard copy or digital versions of our magazine, whether it's been through the Team Out Go-Go radio station, whether it's been through the True Go-Go Story series, the Team Out Go-Go regional tour of Go-Go history workshops, or even this one-on-one platform session here, that has always been our goal. Which actually brings me to this particular episode here. Now, on July 2nd, 2023, the go-go community lost a soldier in this culture who went by the name of Wilson Garrett, better known to everybody fondly as Buck. Buck, he was mostly known for the work and the music he built with his band called Publicity Band. And we just recently lost him just a few months ago. But just a year, just prior to Buck's passing, he and I actually sat down. It was in the month of June the 8th, 2022. He and I sat down and did a one-on-one session talking about his journey and the contributions that he made in the go-go game. At the time, he was working on a comeback and he was getting ready. He had been gone for a while and he had came back and he was already sized up and revving up, getting ready to put the wheels back on his Publicity Band to pick up where he had left off. This right here is never before seen released footage of our interview one-on-one session. And like I say, his untimely passing just preceded the interview because we were planning on releasing the interviews with the many others that we had. At any rate, take time, check out Buck's story, and get to know more about this go-go history thing, all right? All right. Hey, Buck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm on here. What's up, Kato?
Okay, what's going on? Okay, I think I see you. I don't see you, though. I think I hear you.
Hold up. Let me see. Camera. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, there it is. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Hey, I'm chilling, Kato. What's been going on?
I'm just going by day. That's about it.
That's right.
First of all, appreciate you doing it. This ain't gonna take too much time. Just gonna ask a couple of questions.
Okay.
For the historical fact. Okay. I guess start off the first question is the question, where are you from? Neighborhood and school and all that you came up in. So
I was born in Southeast Washington, D.C., Avenue, but I didn't stay there long. I ended up moving over to Hillcrest Heights, over there by the Legends nightclub at Lynn Hill Condominiums is where I was raised.
Okay. Okay.
You say what high school? I went to Potomac High School in Oxon Hill.
Oh, so you Potomac. Okay. What year? I'm just curious. What year you graduated?
91.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You younger than I thought.
I'm 48.
Okay, 48. All right. How did you first get introduced to go-go? Period.
Well,
you remember that?
I was listening to bands like Rare S's and things of the sort, and we was in the neighborhood, Lynn Hill, and we all got together after hearing, the go-go on the streets and on the tapes. Mm-hmm. We got together and try to mimic it, try to do what we do with it. So we was in the neighborhood banging on buckets, and we were watching Junkyard and Rare S's, and we just try to mimic it. Then eventually, it started sounding like something. So we decided, man, maybe we can make this work. So I was actually playing the drums at first.
Oh, really?
And I was initially the drummer. Then we started playing. We called the band Community Funk. Then we stopped because we was in the community, so we called it Community Funk. Started in the neighborhood, and then slowly but surely things got more serious because we started sounding like something. So once we moved to the high school, we started doing like the talent shows and things like that. At that time, I had moved to the keyboards. I went from the drum to the keyboard, and we started from there in the neighborhood to the high school, and then from there, we met up with Big Butch. And Big Butch had the shows at the time, and he put us on a lot of shows, getting us out there popular. So that's how we started in the neighborhood.
So you about how old?
1987.
Okay.
I was about 14, 15 years old.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Big Butch had a lot to do with my career and publicity career in go-go. I mean, Big Butch was the guy. I mean, at the time.
And you said the name of the band was what at the time?
The name of the band was Community Funk.
That's right, Community Funk. Okay.
Well, I was on the drums, eventually moved to the keyboards, and then to the lead mic. But we were just playing neighborhood and in the high schools and got serious. And again, shout out to Big Butch because, he the really one got us at Triples and Evans Grill and all these other shows.
I was gonna say, what are some of the places did y'all play at as Community Funk?
We didn't play nowhere as Community Funk. Oh, well, yes, we did. We played at Evans Grill, and then we changed the name to Publicity. But we played a few shows as Community Funk, but we was always really known as Publicity Band. We played a couple of early shows as Community Funk, but Publicity Band is where we really started getting our name and our attention from the people. Community Funk was more of a neighborhood band. We started off a little bit as Community Funk, but we ended up with the Publicity real quick.
So was it always your project?
Yes. It was always
the brains behind all that.
Always the brains behind it. I'm the original man from day one.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's kind of cool. Cause you've always been. I always seen you. When I even seen you from afar was in a leadership type position.
Yeah, I wasn't always the lead mic, but I was always the brains behind the project.
So you started on drums, you went to keyboards. Now, how did that movement get to the lead mic?
What happened was my lead mic didn't show up. And I decided I'll give it a shot to try to hold it down. We was playing at a talent show. And I'll give it a shot and try to hold it down. And I got up there, and I remember watching Brian from Epitome Band and Bugs and Funk. And kind of tried to mimic what they did. And I got through the first show, and the band just said, man, you should stay up there. And that's what happened. I stayed up there. My first lead talker was Nick. a guy named Livonia Evans. Then, by surprise to everybody, my second lead talker was DJ Frank White.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he was the first, second lead talker Publicity. Then it was me. Yeah, the lead rapper missed the show. I took over, hit it. They liked me, and I stayed.
Okay. So was Frank White was the one who didn't show up for the show?
Nick, well, Frank came in, then it was Nick, but yeah, Frank didn't show up. Frank didn't show up, and I ended up trying it. And I didn't think I was that good at it, but the band was like, "Man, you should do it." So I tried it.
Hey, I want to stop there a little bit. Just vision that point right there. What did it feel like being in that position, and what type of response and the feeling you was get from anybody in the crowd?
Well, first of all, I was scared to death because I had never did it before. I'm always in the back, either on the drums or the keyboards, but to go to the front of the stage, I was scared to death. But the crowd responded to me pretty good, actually. You know, I knew how to do the call and response. I learned that from Brian and Bugs and listening to funk.
You talking about Brian Balcom?
Yes, sir, from Epitome.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
He really taught me everything that I know now. I mean, he showed me the ropes from day one. So the crowd responded very well to me. And with the guidance of Brian, you know, each show got better. And I started feeling good about it, and I started liking it, and I stayed there. But I had a great response from the crowd.
Okay. So you gotta just say, okay, I can do this. I can do this. All right. And when you get to the story of now, and this may be your first project, you let me know, but I remember having a tape. I remember having a tape of y'all, and you let me know what because the years all bunch up together now when I try to think about it. But it was a Publicity tape, but it was one song on it that I used to love and play all the time. It was a Joan, pumping your fist like or something like that.
See pleasure with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably about 92, 91.
Okay.
91. That's when my sister, Tony Sean Fontroy was alive. He got killed in 94. His girlfriend actually didn't pull the trigger by accident and shot him. But yeah, that's about 91, 92.
Was that y'all first? What was the name of the tape? It was just Publicity, right?
It's Publicity band. That's it.
Okay, that's what I thought. And that was y'all first recording?
It could have been. It probably was from Black Scorpio, maybe.
So it was actually from a live show and not studio.
Show. I don't know if it was our very first recording because we played that triple several times before that. Right. But it was in our early years of recording. And I believe it was the Black Scorpio when we first started doing that one. Okay. Yeah, Black Scorpio. Another Big Butch show.
Okay. And other projects. Now how many was that the only because that's the only one I had. Was that the only project you put out? Album wise?
Oh yeah, the CD. Oh yeah, that's the only CD we did. It's Party Time CD. That's the only one we did. Matter of fact, that CD was 96.
That's the one I'm talking about. It's Party Time.
Oh, Party Time CD. Yeah, that was 96.
Okay. So y'all. So I want to make sure I get the timeline straight. So y'all. So okay. So basically, y'all been rocking since '87 all the way up.
All the way up.
Nonstop.
Till I had to go away in 2011.
Well, I know about that. You know, but I'm talking. But that's what I'm saying. I'm going with the timeline. But I'm talking about because I didn't even know about that it was started in '87. I'm thinking in the '90s.
No.
Okay. All right, so okay, I'm gonna make sure I get the timeline straight.
Yeah, even on the Party Time CD, when Dirk hit his rap, he said back in '87 when we started, when we were singing All the Way to Heaven on one of the raps. Yeah, we started in '87.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. And when does Crucial come in, and what's the whole story about the name change with the Crucial and all that?
When we got together, Publicity seemed like we lost a little steam as far as the people was concerned. So we figured that we need to revamp everything and change the name. So what we did was we changed the name to Crucial.
Right. I remember that.
In I believe 2000, when we was playing Trade Winds, we was opening up for Familiar Faces. And we changed the name to Crucial. But that name didn't last but a year.
Right, right.
Yeah,
so the members didn't change. So it wasn't like a whole member change. It was just.
Nah, it was just the band name change. Everybody felt that Publicity band was the Publicity name was like a cancer, or like might got us going in the wrong direction, or people may not like us because of Publicity, so we just changed the name. But after going to Crucial, I thought it made sense to go to Publicity because more people knew Publicity than Crucial.
Right, right.
Active Publicity. And what I did was I took Crucial and made my entertainment company Crucial Entertainment.
Okay, okay. So was it a thing of excuse me, was it a thing of you started not getting shows or feeling disrespected that made you?
Well, I'm gonna say this: when we was playing on the big book shows, other shows, we weren't getting paid.
Okay.
You know, me being in the crowd or on the stage, seeing all these people, I kept asking myself, you know, we performing and sweating hours at night, and we never got a dime.
All right.
I said, I'm gonna start my own promotion company because I don't think we're being treated fairly with the promoters not paying us nothing.
Right.
So I started my own promotion company and I took my own band and I said, I'm gonna push my own band.
That's what I thought. Because you was promoting your own stuff, shows, right?
As I'm doing now. August coming up. I promote my own shows because I had faith in Publicity. I feel Publicity sounded decent enough where I can pull some people to come see us. And you know, our biggest debut was at Cranberries when we tried it up there and it worked.
And so that was the first time you tried it during the Cranberries. Okay, wow. Then I was there. Okay. Damn, learned something new. I thought that was just one of the many you had already been doing.
No, I was doing shows, but I wasn't doing band shows. I was under my first name called True Players Entertainment. A lot of people didn't know that. I had a company called True Players. It was me, LeVar Arrington from the Redskins, Julian Peterson from Seattle Seahawks, and it was Bird, my friend Bird. We had an organization called True Players, but we was doing cabarets. And we was packing cabarets. I was using DJ Fats B, and I was doing the Woodham down in Northeast, in DC, Northeast. Off Benner Road. Gradually, as I seen that I was establishing people, I said, shoot, I might as well take my band and try to push my band. So I stepped off from Crucial Entertainment because we had an incident at Gabrielle on Madison where somebody got shot and killed. So LeVar stepped off, everybody stepped off. So I said, I'm gonna start my own promotion company. And I started Crucial Entertainment. And I started promoting Publicity. And I was doing other shows too. I was doing Backyard, Junkyard. I was doing everybody. I did Red S's. I did everybody.
Right.
Put Publicity on some of them shows to get us exposure.
Right.
2004 is when I put Publicity on our own show at Cranberries, and we did what we were supposed to do. And we had a decent run up there, a long run.
Yeah, that was a good run.
And I give credit to your website. Take Me Out to the Go-Go, a platform, because a lot of the people that was in Cranberries, like Too Sweet, Always, Showtime, and Bob, everybody, they was from your platform. So I
Right.
made a lot of friends from your platform, and we used to be on it every day, and they used to come up to Cranberries and support us. So they had that thing jam packed up there for us. So that was a special thanks to Take Me Out to the Go-Go. That was a strong platform.
You made me think of something. This is off a side note. You made me think of, and I forgot all about it, but they used to mess with me. It was one night we was up there to see y'all play, and when you mentioned Always Showtime, she rode with me that night, right? And then me, who been going to go for years, used to play at them and stuff, always had a thing where at the Go-Go's, I'm going to either leave early before it ends, or I'm gonna wait a while till the parking lot let out. So that was just, I learned to do that. Just playing. And when you're playing in bands, you can just chill and just in case something pop off.
Right.
So I think y'all was cranking, and I knew it was almost time to end. So I told Showtime, "Shorty, we got to go." You know what I'm saying? I don't leave. I don't walk out the door with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And she damn near cried. If people talk about that, but she damn near cried because she had to leave and she was having fun. But I was like, look, I know they be in about 10, 15 more minutes. That's a good time. We can just clear out of this, Joe. But
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So I had forgotten about. They used to mess with me about that over the years, but
yeah, I missed that was a hell of a platform there, man. I wish we still had it. Actually, it was a lot. It was more powerful than Facebook to me, because it was solely a go-go platform, and it was just beautiful, man. So
well, it was personal. I mean, and just I'm just gonna touch on that platform a bit. There are friends who became friends on that platform who are still friends to this day. That kind of like wow. And I mean, like who just had a baby, Trace, and the same clique or whatever. I remember interviewing her for a documentary was doing about it, and she was saying those are the best friends she ever had in her life. I mean, she was in tears talking about it. So it was a special thing because it was more personal.
Yeah, and I saw them talking about Too Sweet, Showtime, Chinky, and all them. They was at Malachi's cancer benefit.
Oh, they were? Okay.
The whole Take Me Out to the Go-Go crew. So they had it on video on social media, and I said, "My God, that's the Take Me Out to the Go-Go crew right there, all of them, and still friends." So
they still friends. Couple even got married. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of really, so and had kids and stuff. So that's cool. But okay, so so that's I'm glad to be able to witness that going on. Plus and that's why I know you was promoting stuff, because you were actually promoting them on T-Mark. You know what I'm saying? You was promoting your shows.
Absolutely.
And you were the only. Were there any other bands they were promoting? I think you may have been the only, besides Familiar Faces, they were too. But the guy were the only bands. Anybody else, if they were promoting through the T-Mark joint, it was the promoters.
Right.
And I think Blackwell in the beginning of what used to do his stuff through it. But so at any rate, so okay, so you got that going on. One thing I want to talk about is some of the artists who are out there today doing their thing, and it's quite many of them have come through your platform.
Absolutely.
That's why I say, and I want to write it like this: your platform, to me, from my point of view, seemed to have served as like I had mentioned on the phone, where they call those the farm league. I don't know too much. I'm not a sports dude.
Right, me.
But I think they call it the farm league. Like, let's say if the Orioles gonna pick you up and you're not ready yet, they have a farm team that's for you to get tight on, and then you blow up like that. Right. And that's what it looked like. A lot of artists came through that publicity camp. Who are, when I mean, even if it was for a hot second, you've touched, you've encountered and crossed paths with many of them.
Absolutely.
And I'm just, if you can just name a few, I just want
to. Okay, let's start with Buggy from Backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Buggy, Stomp from Northeast Groovers.
Right.
Bruce Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
Quincy, Earl Vincent, who's singing with Backyard right now.
Right.
Left Hand Jay, who's playing with Soundproof. Mm-hmm. Lord James, the drummer.
James, that's where I remember him from the first time I encountered him with you. Right.
Lord Corey played with Let It Flow on keyboards. I had Tony Shop. Some of the females I had is Talisa from a what band? I had Damila used to play with Familiar Faces. I had they used to play with Familiar Faces. I had Camise Lee, that was from Subtle. Mm-hmm. So many of them. So many of them. Let's see. I said Wayne C. Buggy, Stomp. And that's just the name of a few that's right. Came on my mind.
And Dirk, like you said, Dirk.
Oh, Dirk Holmes. That's my number one man. Vibe man right now. Yeah. One of the bands in the city came straight from Publicity. Absolutely, Dirk. Yes, sir. Yeah. Some of the few people that's out there that people know. Yeah, they definitely came.
Right. So okay. So you had that CD. Then you came out, and I'm gonna be honest. Me, who was just kind of hard in the go-go. When you, matter of fact, before y'all even recorded, when you used to play it live, I'm that nigga Buck. I thought that was y'all jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga Buck jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all, oh man, y'all used to fuck out of that jump.
That is our song. I mean, if it sounded like it, maybe it sounded, right. But I don't remember getting that from nowhere. Cause I remember trying to change the saying I'm that nigga Buck because I thought it was too harsh. You know what I mean? I kept trying to find something else to say.
Really?
Yeah, I'm that nigga. The word nigga kind of offensive to some. Yeah, so I want to say it. But the band kept saying, man, leave it like it is. So I left
it. To me, that's what put it was what I would call a confidence song. And what I'm gonna say is because I think the first time I heard y'all hit it, I think the way you went into it, you was addressing something, and it was almost like, you remember. I don't know if you was here. I don't know if you was home at the time, but when have you ever seen that clip when Rick James, and it was after Rick James came home, and after that WitcherCon thing blew up, the Dave Chappelle show blew up, and a younger, and it was a I don't know if it was like a BET War Soul Train, one of them Jones, and it was a girl that was working backstage, and she didn't know who he was, so she wouldn't let him through. And he said, and for that lady backstage who didn't know who I was, I'm Rick James, bitch, like that. Right? Yeah. That's the same kind of vigor I remember getting when I first heard you say that. It felt like, and you may have been, or it may have just been part of the song, but it was like for such and such, I'm gonna let you know I'm this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who did that.
I don't know what night you heard it, but it was one night. Darnell Floyd was talking trash up Safari Steakhouse about Publicity band, and they got back to me. So when it got back to me, and I came out and I said, in case he was saying like, Publicity he want to test the best and all this, and I said, well, in case you don't know who we are or who I am, let me tell you who I am. I'm that nigga, and then I just went off on it because
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah, that's when he pissed me off, and I just started going crazy on it. Because I knew I was gonna get back to him because I called his name out and everything.
Right.
But it was just friendly competition. That's
Well,
all.
of course, I know, but it to me it was like a peak. Wherever y'all was, wherever y'all was on the road, it was like a peak of just it's hard to explain, but I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah,
It was like a thing. I was like, oh shit, this, and to top it off, it cranked, and then they did something, and then you hit the bling bling, and I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? So it was very on point, and the timing of it and everything was just in the band, and that, right around that time, I don't know if of all the years you've been playing, I don't know if that was your tightest squad, because that was really my first time. I didn't see you all those other years. I just heard maybe tapes.
Squads I had. It's one of the best for sure. Definitely one of the better squads I had with that Publicity. I always had good guys in the band. I mean, I always had talented guys, but
right.
That particular Publicity band, they was hungry and they was on it. So that was definitely a great squad. Yeah.
In another junk, and then y'all released that. Then you released the other junk. Now, how many? I'm thinking it was 3, but I remember that one and the other one called Cups in the Air.
Yeah, cup in your hand. Yep.
Cup in your.
Yeah, everybody get on the floor and dance with a cup in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you write that one?
Yes, we did. We wrote it. The band wrote it all together. That's all original. Only part that's not original is when we break down and we say, put your cups in the air now. I think we got that from somewhere. But everything else is written and the music is fresh, written. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we definitely wrote that. As a matter of fact, we cleaning it up now to get ready to perform it on August 6th at Martini's on our return. So put a little changes to it. But yeah, we coming back with that. Yep.
Are you coming back with the I'm the nigga Buck Joe?
That's why I asked you.
Even if you gotta change it to brother, I'm that dude. It's something you gotta solidify. I mean, this is just my opinion. You gotta solidify, nigga. I'm back, I'm home, and everything you heard about, I'm the one.
Well, I need you to send it to me because I don't have it. That's why I asked you to send it.
Okay.
We tomorrow, and I would like for them to hear it because I would like to play it. People ask me to play it, but I don't remember the music, so I got to hear it again. I remember the words.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that. It's in my files. I get that and send it to you because that joint was like, yeah, that was probably the peak of my all-time favorite. And the cup in the hand thing is, it just justified with it because it was right around the same time.
Right.
It came out. Okay. So now so all that's kind of going on. You had to fall, and ain't even gonna get into that. I'm not that type of interviewer. No, I'm not that type of interviewer. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm strictly about the music and the rise of it. But right. You did have a setback.
Absolutely.
And coming out, and I see, and I'm like, damn, okay, because all of us are much older now. I don't even get out nowhere near like I used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here now with my 2 grandsons. One of them in high school. You know what I'm saying? So, but and you getting back into this. Are you feeling any resistance, or is everything seeming to be moving smoothly?
I feel resistance because again, it's almost 20 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things has changed. I feel like, I still got it a little bit.
Right.
But of course, you don't know until you hit that stage and you get the reaction from the people or how they feel or what they say. So yes, it's a bunch of resistance. I'm scared. I've never been afraid before of anything, but kind of nervous because I don't know. What I do know is if I'm in a basketball game and I got Steph Curry on my team and there's 3 seconds left and we need a 3, I know I'm gonna pass the ball to Steph Curry, not because I know he's gonna make it, but he made it before, made the shot before. So for publicity, we made the shot before. Now, not necessarily we're gonna make it again, but I know we got a better shot at making it because we made it before. So I'm passing us the ball one more time to see if we can make the shot again. We may not make it on August the 6th. We might get down there and flop. But if that happens, it's cool too. And then I just know I need to stop. But if we make the shot, then we back.
So that would determine if you keep going or not, really?
That will determine.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Because what I don't want to do is get down there and I feel a certain way, and then we get on there and flop. Now, from the sounds of rehearsals, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm about to ask about the rehearsal.
That's not going to happen by the sounds of rehearsal. I mean, the band is strongest ever. They're excited. We sound, you know what I mean? But for some reason, we get down there and the crowd not responding or they don't like what's happening, which I doubt, but it's a possibility. Then I would say, it's time for me to, chill and relax. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Cool. I was going to say, can you do that? Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? It's in my system, but I'm cool with that. But I don't think that's going to actually happen. But it's a possibility. You know what I mean? I'm being real with myself. You know what I mean?
I gotta ask then, what made you decide to do it? Is it like you know? Here's the thing. It's like the same thing with a boxer, like Ali, right?
Right.
Or Sugar Ray Leonard. The same champion mentality that allowed them to be the champion was the same mentality that wouldn't let them stop when it was time to stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So is it a thing you see in Johnson? You like, and I think with them it's like they watching fights, man. I can get back in there and do that. Is that what was calling you to come back?
What made me get the urge to come back? What happened was I went away in 2009. I caught my situation.
Right.
I came home in 2020. I go to the internet and do my video, Welcome Home. Everybody, chimed in. In every discussion, publicity always came up, even after all this time I've been gone.
Right.
Like, damn. So I'm hearing people say, man, I want to see publicity again. Man, these bands doing this. Man, publicity was before their time. They've been playing originals. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Playing about the shooby dooby music now. I'm playing all the cover songs. Then
right.
I always come up, man, publicity been playing originals. They was before their time. Man, I want to see publicity. I mean, a whole list of this thing, just going. So I say, okay. I say, maybe it's time to let them see publicity. So that was 2020 when I came home. So I gave it 2 years. I thought about it because Corona was happening.
Right.
I said, well, let me chill and let me just see if there's some kind of mirage or something. But the talks kept going. We always listed in one of the most dangerous bands to play on the show because we would crank the big bands. We would do this, we would do that. I said, man, that's it. I said, I'm coming back. And I tried to get my original guys, Earl, Coy, but they all playing with other bands.
Right.
And I couldn't base my schedule around them or their band. So I ended up building my own band, which is familiar members of the go-go circuit, but it's my 2022 band. So the people made me come back. The people in the internet talking about us made me come back. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's I gotta be a good feeling. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought when I came back, I've been gone so long, wasn't nobody gonna remember who the hell I was. But to still have that kind of traction, and I've been gone that long, I said, well, damn, that's all right. You know what I mean? So let me try and see what happens. So, and then we've been selling tickets for our show since April, and it's doing pretty decent. So people want to see it. We just got to please the people. We got to make sure we show up, and I'm gonna make sure the band right when we do show up.
Right. So are y'all gonna? I guess with technical, because that's one thing you said, and when you said the dates, I'm like, gosh, it been that long? It was that long?
2009.
Wow.
2009.
God.
That time fly.
Yeah.
So quickly.
It don't feel like it while you're in the midst of it, but when you look back, it's like, damn, you know.
Yeah, and to come home to such a warm welcome and publicity talk still, that meant so much. Then when I came home, to be honest with you, Kato, I even considered, even though the talk was hitting me about publicity getting back together, I listened to a lot of these bands on live, social media, because you know they record the stuff at the show now.
Right.
When I left, the bands was playing the same stuff they was playing when I left.
Right.
So I say, well, shit. I mean, I thought I'd have been outdated by now, but I mean, they playing the same exact stuff they was playing in '09 that they playing right now.
Yeah.
So I can join in. I mean,
you really can. You can pick up right where you left off and would still be ahead, in all honesty.
And that's what Charlie Fenwick, much love to Charlie Fenwick too. Charlie Studio. He got our start too before Big Butch. He actually gave us a place to practice and gave us key notes and rules and regulations go-go. Because you know, Charlie, High Coast Sweat Pleasure and all the bands, he had a lot of knowledge and he gave it all to me. And I appreciate Charlie Fenwick, Thump Studio. He had a much to do with our success too. Yeah, I definitely got to give props where they do, because you know, publicity or but wouldn't be standing here without, you know, Charlie, Big Butch, you and your platform, Take Me Out to the Go-Go. I mean, that's just talk. So I just got to make sure I say that, and I say it all the time. So just want to make sure I, you know, put that on the record.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say I'm looking for. I know I'm not gonna be there at the jump, but I'm looking for at least to hearing it and seeing clips or something. Nowadays, I can go on and somebody may have a little clip or something.
Yeah, I seen you the CD. We recording live. Got the best man in the business on the boards, Googie.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, see, you've been in it long enough, you know. Okay.
We're gonna try to go there.
So, and whose sound, y'all? You using Charlie or?
That's the sound that's already in Martinis. They already have a sound system.
Okay.
Show who's that is.
All right. Yeah, I got a feeling this ain't a hit and quit, John. I just got that feeling.
I hope you're right. Again, I'm taking a shot with my band. I said I bet on my band any day, so against anybody. So
would you then I'm curious, would you, even if that didn't happen, do you have any more music in you that you would just record and release?
If I give it up, then I'll be done.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, because publicity is my life. Right. That's my band. I birthed the band. That's my band. If I can't do it with publicity, then I don't want to do it at all.
I can dig that. Damn, that's what's up.
Home, I got offers from different bands, asked me to come play and all that. I respectfully declined, and you know, told them publicity is that's my baby, man. Publicity.
Yeah, baby. I was gonna say that's your baby, and that's totally understandable. Totally understandable.
Yeah, and that's
even me myself. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I go online and I got my guitar pulling it out because I hadn't had it out in a long time. But I'm not interested in playing with nobody. Right. A couple of people hit me. I'm like, if I do anything, it's got to be mine. But I don't want to go through what I went through, the years that I went through anymore. I'm too old. God willing, I see 57 in August. So, you know.
Absolutely.
At any rate, let me see if there's anything else. So, appreciate you taking this time. Like I said, it didn't take too long. It's only 5:47.
Man, you have all my time, man. You know, man. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm here.
Right.
change. I'm the same dude, man. You hit me whenever you want, ask me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm here. Ain't nothing. But I got a little older. My knees ain't the same, but other than that,
same here. That's what I'm saying. I walk with a walking stick now. I mean, I don't need it, but there are times when if I'm out, I wish I had it with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my knee will go out.
Yeah, my knees ain't the same. So, you know, we all getting older. It's a blessing to get older.
Yeah.
I want to, you know, do it as long as I can do it, as long as God give me health to do it. And as long as I got the band to do it, I'm going to continue to do it. And again, unless I flop out, and then that's it.
And when it's all said and done, when it comes to whether this be your hit or the quit or whatever, what do you want to be most remembered for in regards to publicity? When it comes to this history of go-go.
Well, they have named me the best, but one of the best but underrated rappers, lead talkers in the business. And that's what everybody seemed to call me, underrated, but very good at it. But the key word is rated. I don't care about the under part. They rated me, so that worked for me. But I want to be remembered as a person that always, on the promoting side, I treated everybody fairly. You know what I mean? I tried to have the best prices. I tried to do the best thing for the people. I work with people, even in the band. My job is to please the people. And when I see the people, I always treat them with respect. And I want to be known as the person that got on the stage and gave 1,000%. And when I'm off the stage, I show the people love. You know what I mean? And I did my craft the way I was supposed to do it. That's it. I want to be known as the person that gave 100,000% on that stage. And when I promoted the show, and I respected the people. And it's what I do is for the people. That's it.
Well, I can be a witness to say that already been succeeded even before you left. So
yeah, and that's what I want to continue. Because even now, they compare me to some of these promoters today, saying, "Man, Buck, you to do it this way, man. They ain't like you, or they ain't like you, Buck." You know what I mean? Because I believe you treat people well, people come out. A lot of people may not even like publicity, but I treated them so well coming to the shows, made sure they was all right. They might have just came out just because, you know, they like the environment. You know what I mean? So I'm big on treating people well, man. I'm just respect and treating people with respect. I'm big on that. So that's what I want to be known. What's up with Buck? Oh man, he was very respectful and honorable, man. He cranked. That's what I want to hear. That's it.
I feel you on that. All right. Just hit me up, sis.
Hey, please send me that I'm that nigga Buck. I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that to you.
Tonight, if you can, only if you can. So
I'll grab that.
I want to learn it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll work on grabbing that today. All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. Have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, baby.
We got Kenny, Keon, Danny, Ed and Bay, Coy TB, yeah, Billy, Miss Alexis, Dirt, Steve, and I'm that nigga Buck. Yeah. In case you don't know, and in case you don't hear me, let me clear it up for you. Yo, come on. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard. That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
I'm that nigga Buck.
That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
I'm that nigga Buck.
That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
I'm that nigga Buck.
Yeah, that's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
True players. KD, also Yo, Mo, Big Bird, Paco, Greg, Lil B, True Red for real. We ain't did nothing yet, Belvy Mrs. Sweet Esha, so Tweety and Krista. Woo, they're my Belvy babies. Belvy Mrs. that is. Yo, I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that bastard.
I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.
He's that
Sing.
bastard. That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
That's my nigga Bird.
That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
That's my nigga Vince.
That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
KD, hey Mo.
That's the nigga. That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
Yo. When I drink, nigga, I drink more. And when I smoke, nigga, I need lime. If you see me with the bitch, she's a dime. A big buck, nigga, I'm taking over. The next in line, pimp, will move over. I'm in the 2K1 Range Rover, while you in the 7 with the bitch named Rover. President the Sweet at the Water Astoria. I fuck Lisa, Tom, Sean, and Gloria. My life is real, nigga, not making the story up.
Hey, fuck with the mold, really down for the cold.
Hell yeah, Steve King don't fuck off for. But anyway, back to the life I live. Can't understand why these haters all of my bitch. To all you haters and all the songs you singing, artists forming on his buck. Now I'm Mr. Bling Bling. I'm that nigga Buck. I'm that nigga Buck.